Hello guys and welcome back to another Scottish Trout and Pike channel video. Today I'm going to talk about some lures that I've been using for pike, talk a wee bit about pike safety, water safety, and we'll see where else we go for there. So first thing I want to speak about is lures. Now good lures for pike are soft plastics like these. Paddle tail soft plastic lures, they come in all different shapes and sizes, and you can rig them in different ways. You can rig them on a jig head like this. You can also rig them with a trace and a hook, and you can also rig them like this as well. So that goes underneath there, that just sticks in, and then you're ready to fish. Another way that you can rig these soft plastics is you can attach them to spinner baits as well. Now I love these spinner baits. Just attach that on there and you're fishing, and you can get these spinner baits as well, and you just stick your soft plastic on there. Another way you can rig a soft plastic is you can rig it weedless. Now you get one of these weedless hooks, and a wee bait screw. So this is your soft plastic, this is the wee bait screw. Screw this into the front of the lure. Just do it really fast. I'll have this all set up good. Stick your hook through the wee eye of the bait screw. Bring it up. Stick it through. I'm doing this really fast. Or not so fast. And there you go. It looks a bit better if you take your time, and it's weedless, so you're not going to get snagged a lot. Another lure that I like to use is top water lures. And by top water I mean a lure that sits on the top level of the water and skims along the top, pops along the top, and there's different lures. So this one's a whopper plopper. It comes along the top, and this blade on the back spins, and it makes a pop 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 noise and a lot of splash on the top of the water, and the pike love it. The top water poppers that I like are they're bait fish colours. So this will be like a perch. And these water poppers, they come in different sizes. These are quite big ones, because they're for pike. And also you get these. Now this is just a popper. It's not a whopper plopper. It doesn't make the same plop 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 noise. It just pops and makes a bit of disturbance on the top of the water. It's got a wee rattle in it as well. That works really good. Again, I stick to colours that the bait fish are. So the pike will be eating bait fish, and I like with any of my lures to sort of imitate that bait fish as best as I can. Another good one, and this is weedless as well, is the frog. This wee frog's brilliant. It's got a wee weight in the back. You can cast it out. It'll skim along the top of the water. Good for it if you're at like lily pads, reed beds, in the margins. Use this. It's not so good, the frog, in open water. Along with the other top water lures, I would use them in margins, weed beds, lily pads, and they're really, really good. And that's where the weedless frog comes in. If you're skimming it along the top of lily pads, it's really, really good. Great effective lure for catching the pike. The whopper plopper as well, and just the top water poppers. And you can get these in different sizes, so if there's a lot of jacks in your area, just go a wee bit smaller. But that's the top water lures. Top water lures are really, really good. Like I said, in the margins, lily pads are brilliant. Other ways that you can rig these soft plastics are with these jigs. They're really, really good, and they make in the water they'll sink, so this will go right down, and then retrieving that up, and then letting it fall, doing this in the water, it's brilliant, and that just adds a wee bit more to it. They're great. Another one is we're on these chatterbaits. This is a really, really small chatterbait. So you attach it to this, your line to this bit here, no to the actual front here. You attach it to this bit, and you pull that through the water. This blade causes a lot of disturbance in the water, and then these frills on the back and they're great. So with the chatterbait, I wouldn't be really letting it fall up and down. I'd just be straight retrieving this and giving it good twitches, and it gets that wee blade at the front working really, really well. Also the spinnerbait, I wouldn't have that going up and down in the water column. I would just straight retrieve this, let that do its magic, and you're fishing. And also the spinnerbait, straight retrieve, get the blades moving. They're really, really effective. And you can get these in all different sizes, weights. And this is a new one. This is a 12 gram, and I'll show you this one. It's got an interesting feature on it. It's got bristles on the top. Now I like to cut these bristles off. I don't know about you, but I like to cut these off. But having these on just makes this weedless as well. So the weed will come along, skim along the top, and you won't get it stuck on the hook. Like I said, I cut this off. I don't cut it off all my lures, but I do like to keep a few, like this one in the packet, brand new. Keep the bristles on it for when it's really weedy. But like I said, with these ones, I just jig them straight up and down, so there isn't really a lot of weed. If the weed's coming and it's hitting that, it's going over it. But if you're jigging it up and down, you're still going to be hitting that weed, so it doesn't really make any difference to me. I like to cut that off. Another lure I like to use are these hard-bodied swim baits. They're really, really good. Really, really good. This is actually my go-to lure, these swim baits. So these have a natural swimming action in the water. And again, I pick bait fish colours, so this would be imitating a roach. This one imitates a perch colour. And then you've got your very vibrant pike. And the swimming action on them, it's really, really, it mimics the fish, the movement of the fish to the best that a lure can. They work really, really well. And the ones I like best are these Berkeley, the Zilla Swimmer. That's this lure. It's a really, really, really good lure. It's my go-to lure at the moment. I really love the Berkeley Zilla range. You get the Zilla Swimmers, the jointed glider, and also the Zilla, where is it? And this is a Zilla glider. So that's the glider, that's the swimmer, and that's the jointed glider. And again, you can pick these up in different colours, different patterns. So if pike are eating different bait fish in your area, then you can mimic that best. And these lures are really good. They're tried and tested by fishermen. I really like them. Now the glider in the water when you're retrieving this, it's not a straight retrieve. It's a twitch. So it'll do that motion in the water, and the flash for the side of it when it's in that, when it's doing that motion, it just attracts the fish really well. Same with this jointed glider, same thing. I don't straight retrieve it. If I straight retrieve this, it will just come in like this. So I'm twitching it, and again this will just do that in the water, and when it's doing that again, the flash for the lure, it just brings them right in. The swim bait with this one, you can just straight retrieve it and it'll swim, but I like to do the twitch motion as well with this. It just imitates a dying fish or a fish in distress, and they work really well. So out of all these lures that I'm going to show you, the best ones that I like best are the Berkeley Zilla range. The gliders can get in different sizes. This isn't a Berkeley glider, but it does the same thing. As you can see, it's just a wee bit bigger, and it's a perch pattern again. They work really well. That's another trout mimicking swim bait. Other swim baits, jointed. I bought this one on, I think it was AliExpress, and I bought it for this feature. It's really cool. It's got magnetic hooks, so your hooks don't just swing about. You can tuck them up, and it works really well. That's a fantastic wee lure. That's one thing you'll see with a lot of the lures that I'm showing you. Some of them are expensive, some of them aren't. But you don't need to go mad with lures for pike. They're predatory fish. They'll take anything really that swims past them if you present it right. So you don't have to go crazy for your lures. They'll even the pike and the fishermen in my area, they fish a lot with tobies to try and catch trout and salmon, and they're getting hounded by the pike. The pike are just nailing their tobies, and as you know, a tobie isn't an expensive lure, so you don't have to go crazy. The really good lures that I like to use are these swim baits and the jointed baits. Soft plastics, you can get these and they go up to massive sizes. Perch and roach patterns, my favourite. And different tails on the back, give them different actions in the water. So this has got like a sort of square tail, this is more rounded. And again, I just like to go with perch and roach patterns. Another really good lure I like that I've been using a lot is this trout swim bait. It may look really big, but in the water it doesn't look as big as what it is in your hand. But this is a really good one. It's 135 grams, 25 centimetres. So it just shows you the pike will eat massive lures. They'll go for huge lures. And I think in the autumn, winter time, they prefer a big lure because they don't want to, they're conserving energy as much as they can for the cold and to get them through the winter. So the big lures work better in the winter, definitely. Winter and autumn time, big lures. Now another lure you can use on like these crank baits, twitch baits, whatever you want to call them at, big lures. These are really good. These work well. Again, sort of roach coloured. They work fantastic. Another soft plastic, I really like these. Now this is a Merida soft bait, and I've been buying these on AliExpress, and they work really well. I put a treble hook on the bottom of them, and it's a weighted lure, so it's got a good weight to it, so it casts good. The tail on the back works really well, and for some internet sites, when you buy them, the hooks aren't really sharp, but these hooks are really sharp. But you've got the option to put in another hook on. I put a treble hook on the bottom of there, and they work great. So I think we've just about covered most of the lures that I use. So it's just the soft plastics like these. I wouldn't really go any lower than maybe 14 centimetres in length. 25 gram, 14 centimetres. That's the spot. The jointed and the swim lures from Berkeley, really good. The gliders, they work really good as well. And just these big ones, these big lures, these work great, really well. Now you can get away with fishing for pike with small lures. Pike will take a small lure. I just think in the summer, in the winter, they're wanting the bigger lure. You can fish something like this. And this is just like a jointed crankbait. And they will take this. They will definitely take it. It's just if you're fishing for pike and you present the lure properly, you're not guaranteed a catch, but if you're presenting them good, you've got a good chance of catching them. These are other lures I like to use. This one is really good, really shiny, and this one as well. The perch, the roach and the perch colours, they work best for me. Another lure I picked up, and I thought I would just show you this because it's mad. It's a squid lure, but the pike have been absolutely smashing it. And it's got the lip on the front, so you hook it up here, you tie it on here, and the lip on the front makes it dive really well. But I think it's these at the back that are bringing them in. They really like it. I bought this just for a laugh, to be honest, but it works. It really works. So I think I'll just talk a wee bit about, and oh sorry, I've missed out dead baiting. So you can dead bait for pike as well. So when you're dead baiting, what you need, and when you're lure fishing, you need a trace as well. But when you're dead baiting, you need a good trace, good wire trace, good treble hooks. Bait, I like to use mackerel. I also like to use roach and perch because that's what they're eating where I am. Trout as well. So really any dead fish, get it in the water with the good treble hooks on it, a good trace, a float if you want, or you can just ledger it straight to the bottom and they'll pick that up as well. Another thing that I have been using is scents. So I scent my baits and my lures with, it's called Holy Mackerel. It's a really good scent. I don't have it here, it's in my bag, I don't want to leave the video. But it works really well. It's winterised, so it works good in the cold water. But it's a really good thing. It just gives you that wee edge. So it's called Holy Mackerel, and it's a really good scent. So the bit on pike safety. So for the pike, like I've said, you need a good strong wire trace, good strong braid or mono. I wouldn't go below maybe 20 pound breaking strain on my main line. I use between 60 and 100. That's not because I'm catching fish that weigh that. It's just when I'm firing a lure, I use a bait caster, and I'm not wanting crack offs. And that a crack off is when you cast the lure, there's a tug on your reel, and the weight of the lure will actually snap the line. So I use between 60 and 100 gram, 100 pound breaking strain. So I use that main line, a good trace, tied to my lure, and when I'm unhooking fish, tools that I take are these are a good set of long forceps. These work as well, really well. Take these with me every time I go. Also, I take a pair of snips, so if I need to cut hooks, I can cut the hooks. And a big landing net. I see it a lot. People going that they say they go pike fishing, they've not even got a net. Yeah, you can use your hand to get the fish in, getting it under the jaw, the gill raker area. But I prefer a net. In some situations, it is best to land them with by hand. That would be if the hooks are going to dig into the body, if it's rolling in the net. So it's just something to think about. If you're going to go pike fishing, watch a wee video on pike safety. I might do one myself actually, on how to land a pike, how to unhook a pike, things like that. And a hooking, an unhooking mat. So I'll take these, the snips, and a wee pair of pliers, my landing net, and my unhooking mat. And that's me. I'm pretty much covered for anything that can happen. The pike are safe, I'm safe, and I'm always finding pike with traces stuck to them, hooks embedded. And when you're dead baiting for pike, always, if you're not using a float, make sure that your the drag on the reel set so that you'll hear it. Put a wee bell on the rod, because you're not wanting the fish to get that, have the chance to get that dead bait right down into the belly, because then you're really struggling to unhook it. And if you do, 9 times out of 10 you're still leaving damage on the fish. So you're wanting a good bite indication straight away, so that you know that fish he's got your bait, and before he gets that chance to swallow the bait, you're wanting that fish back at the bank, or you're wanting the hook set done before he gets a chance to really swallow that bait. But I think that about wraps up the video. If you want me to name out of all these lures what I think is best, in my opinion, this: the Berkeley Zilla Swimmer, the Berkeley Jointed Glider, the Berkeley Glider, and the Roach Paddle Tails. And for top water, my best lures are the Frog and the Whopper Plopper. And also, I do like this as well, the large trout. But that wraps up the video, guys. If you have any questions at all, anything you think I've missed, just leave a wee comment, ask me any questions. I'm happy to answer any questions. But that wraps it up. So thanks for watching again, guys, and tight lines. Enjoy your fishing, be safe, and have fun. Thanks for watching, guys.